We saw these earlier, but the first thought that came to my mind was cool hoverboards.
He's on a hoverboard!
Welcome to my Dragon Age Absolution review and lore observations for Episode 6, The Price of Salvation. So in the trailer, I was wondering, when do his eyes glow red? Well, when he's controlling the dragon. In terms of a scene, the animation, the way it's made, the camera angles, it's really neat. It's pretty impressive. The eyes glow, the dragon, and then he just rides the dragon, but not rides the dragon on the dragon's back, rides the dragon in the dragon's claw. That whole scene was very well made with the swirls and the close-ups. I call it the cinematography. It's animation cinematography, but it's really well made.
Is that the Circulum? All right, it's safe now. So give it to me. You were stealing it. You were always going to steal it. That's why you changed the drop-off. That's why Fairbanks trapped you. He knew you were the traitor and you killed him to cover it up.
That reveal, Hira was always the traitor. She changed the drop-off point. That's why Fairbanks tried to kill her. So Fairbanks is redeemed. He knew, he found out somehow. And so now I'm like, no, poor Fairbanks. He did not deserve to die. He's a very wholesome character. And it would have been interesting to develop a bit more how he found out. Maybe have a flashback. Maybe Cassandra talking to Fairbanks where there's suspicions, or Fairbanks looking into Hira, or Hira trying to hide something and he's overhearing or something. Something to develop a little bit more, to give us a little bit more Fairbanks. We have that little flash with Liliana, Colin, Cassandra, and Josie, so that's nice. And the Crimson Knight, to turn the Templars against Tevinter, to need the Circulum Infinitis to do it. That's why Hira made her deal with Rezaren. That's why the Circulum Infinitis is a threat to Tevinter. The orb of blood with the circulum reminds me of Ace of Cups. I'm pretty sure there are other little tarot tidbits in there, but I'm not going to do a full tarot analysis of the show. There's too much in there. They're all in there. All the suits are in there, and many major arcanas are in there. That's for sure.
Miriam.
Rezaren claims he was hoping he wouldn't have to use blood magic. Rezaren just completely lost himself, and once again, Neb paid the price.
Don't worry, Miri. It's gonna be okay. I love you. This is my fault. But I was wrong. Then once again, you paid the price. I'm sorry, Neb. There can be no master without a slave. And no slave without a master.
That whole scene with Neb and Rezaren, yes, he has caring for Neb, but he just can't let go, and my heart breaks for Neb. It is so heartbreaking. It was a very touching scene with Neb's spirit when he destroys his body. I find Quidion's lines pretty funny sometimes.
Thank the Maker. I thought the dragon might have gotten you.
After I freed it? No way. They're not mindless murder machines.
She's happy she's alive, and she says she's usually not that lucky. She wouldn't be alive if she weren't that lucky every time. Just saying.
Holy crap, we're alive. Ha! Wow. I am usually not this lucky.
I was really happy and extremely satisfied when Roland and Lachlan finally kiss.
Finally!
And my expression would have been exactly the same as Quidion's.
I will have my war.
And then that reveal happens. I recognized Mary the Mad and her voice immediately, and I shouted, "No way!" Now we know where all the Red Templars went after Corypheus's defeat. I'm thinking she may have sung to them through the Song of the Taint from the Red Lyrium to attract the Red Templars to her. And this has to have taken place after the events of Tevinter Nights, because the Carter Dwarves use a potion of some sort to melt or do something so that they can extract the Red Lyrium idol from Meredith. And from the comics, now the Red Lyrium idol is in the hands of young Daenerys, so she does not have the Red Lyrium idol. She is a petrified Red Lyrium statue, and she needs the Circulum Infinitis to bring herself back. And what does Meredith actually fully want with it? What else does she want to do with it? Will she bring Corypheus back, other than bringing herself back?
Elthina. Oh, poor Elthina. I will avenge you, dear friend.
She probably wants to keep the Red Templars as Red Templars, revive whole armies, and yeah, she doesn't like mages. We knew that.
Blessed are those who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter!
She's lost it.
So invading Tevinter, where all the mages are, with a bunch of Templars. You know, the Venatori and the Red Templars once upon a time joined forces. Would they join forces again? Or would they be on opposite factions? And would it be one of those choices where, well, we get to help Tevinter and stop the Red Templars, or we go here and stop the Venatori, but the Red Templars advance? Or if we help to stop the Red Templars, the Venatori make an advance, and it's like one or the other. There are consequences to the choices. That could be that too. I'm also wondering if Solus got his hands on the Circulum, what would he use it for? Would Flemeth be revived? Solus could use it for all sorts of things. And Meredith, would she, would Corypheus get revived if the Venatori got their hands on the Circulum? What other designs can be in use for that item? And also, like I speculated in my short, if Dorian gets to have it, probably won't use it. Crimson Wolf speculated when I had my discussion with Cole from the Kingdom on Cole's channel that the Circulum could have hidden uses with Pavus blood.
The Circulum. Last and greatest work of Magister Amelia Pavus.
The three of us were in consensus that Dorian would probably not use it, but if he's captured and it uses his blood on it to unlock something, what would that be? I would not want to see that happen, but it would be really intriguing. What would that be? What would it unlock? How dangerous would that actually be? And that's my capsule for episode 6. I'd like to thank Vampy for editing this one for me. I'll only take credit for the hoverboards. Vampy did all the rest. And I'll see you all soon. Masaranas.